My name is Zhang Li, and I am an international student from South Korea. I came to the United States um, summer of 2010. Well, I first applied to different colleges, but I couldn't get enough fund. So I have my relative living nearby, which is the reason I chose to came to North Lake College. Also, well, my family situation, I have two biological sisters above me, and currently I have five adopted brothers who are 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 years old, soon to have number 6 coming along. So with all the big family situation, my parents, they can't support me to go to 40 grand private university. So I chose to come to community college. Community college at first, I did not expect that much. I just thought I'll get my credits and then go to a 4-year school and start my new life there. But it turned out to be a very different experience. As I got more involved in student activities, because I got really bored of my classes because it wasn't that hard and I want to do something more. And as an international student, I can't work out of campus. So I had to do something to get energized. So I started to look for organizations, and I joined Student Government Association, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and then I assumed responsibility, and all those activities gave me so many energy, opportunities to learn different leadership qualities, skills, and grow as a leader. So so far my experience in community college has been really awesome. It's opened so many doors for me. It's given me opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten in anywhere else. I found out America is a place of opportunity. If you go and seek it, you will get it. But if you just stay there, then no one will come to you. They might, but you have to go and look for it and get it, achieve it, work hard for it, and you'll earn it. So that is my short story of how I am so far.
I started a couple of years ago, mostly because when I'm a little bit older. After high school, I just joined the workforce, needed to start making a check and paying bills and supporting myself. So I never got a chance to really get involved in college. And then a few years ago, I had lost a management job, and I found that it was next to impossible to get back in. I ended up having, 7 years of management experience that didn't get me anything. I ended up getting offers to start at the bottom again. So I got frustrated, and I got nervous, and I just made the decision that I just didn't want this to be the rest of my life. I didn't want to just jump between similar jobs and never go anywhere. I felt in my heart that I was better than that. So I took the opportunity to try to join the nursing program at community college, which was right down the street from my work. The hours, my work hours were very flexible when it came to going to class. So I started that, and I found, much like Zhang, I found that once I got started, it came a lot easier than I thought it was going to, and I really never figured out why. I was just like, I don't think I'm this smart, I think what it ended up being was that all these years of management experience and all this work experience ended up making the class taking a lot easier, and in the coursework and the homework, and you just had this ability to prioritize and everything, and it was a really, really good feeling, and a really kind of a rush. And then when I got the opportunity to join the Honor Society, the Phi Theta Kappa, that just turned into something else. I had years of management experience, so why not try to run for a chapter officer position? Well, I did, and I got elected president. And so now I had all these other, kids that were younger than me, and some that were older than me, and and I was in charge. I was leading them, and I was finding that all this stuff that I had learned, that I just kind of accumulated as useless work knowledge, all of a sudden it was relevant again, and it was just such an empowering opportunity and experience for me.
I am an international student from Vietnam. My dream has been written since I was 17. I left home to become a foreign exchange student, and I spent a whole year with the American host family. It's really interesting as far as culture shock. I was able to experience a lot of different things like weather, culture, language, and then the snow in Washington State. So I decided the next stop to be Texas because, you know, tropical, just like Vietnam. So that is one of the first reasons, one of the biggest reasons why I chose Texas and Northlake Community College. Having that said, I was able to expose to the American culture when I was with my host family. So all of the family members, most of them, they have a bachelor degree, very well educated. But their very first 2 years was they spent in the community college, and they were the one that mentored me and tell me all the benefits between the community college and the university. The third reason was I have a financial. My family have a financial problem, so I don't want to, you know, just waste the money for the first 2 years while you're doing the same thing, even though you can do better in the community college. So I just graduated the Associate in Science last fall with a 4.0. I just got accepted in Baylor College of Dentistry for the dental hygiene program. So
when I first came here, I went to international orientation, and they were talking about go to Phi Theta Kappa, you'll get scholarship. I'm like, scholarship? Okay, Phi Theta Kappa. So how can I join? And as soon as I got the qualification invitation, 3.5, I joined it. Well, before that, I went to several trips within Phi Theta Kappa Texas region, and it was fun. I got to make new friends. I was still a member. But as I got a little bit more involved, I was thinking, should I make this commitment? I can see the previous officers having a huge time commitment, not only time, energy, and a lot of their life was in Phi Theta Kappa. And I was thinking, should I make this commitment or not? For the whole semester, I was thinking whether I should run for a position for the next year, which is this year. And after consulting with advisors, friends, previous officers, different people, I decided, you know, I'll just try. Because I had a tendency of avoiding things. If it got too hard, I tried to take another route and avoid it somehow, so I could not face that difficulty. But this time I decided, okay, I'm just gonna do it, make this decision, make this commitment, and do it. So I ran for the chapter president. It was not easy. It was definitely not easy. But as a chapter president, it was member to chapter president. So I had no experience of being an officer before, but I had so many helps from advisors, fellow officers, and they have been the great support for me. And I was able to lead a great team with their help and make this team so successful. Also, I got so many opportunities, like today, I got to present in front of all those important people, and I have this huge stage fright, and I'm doing that, and I just can't believe how much I grew out of this whole experience, academically, in a leader's perspective, and communication, interpersonal skills, all those skills I was able to gain as being a Phi Theta Kappa president. Also, this honor society does so many good to the community, which is one of the main reasons I decided to be more committed to. We do 2 big projects: Honors in Action project, which serves the community, and College project, which serves the school. So it's about using your academic skills, using what you learn, and then apply it to service and serve your surroundings. And that is the mission of my life. I want to help the people who are around me, and that has been awesome. It has been an awesome experience.
I was never a great student in high school. I mean, I was always above average, but I always had something else to worry about, either sports or doing something else. But for once, I finally was motivated to actually go to school to get good grades, not just to have it be a social experiment. But once I started started with Phi Theta Kappa, I was a member, and they had officer elections like 4 weeks later after I got inducted to it. And just the way I am naturally, I was like, yeah, I can be a president. Yeah, why not? I'll just run it. So I ran in there, and I was elected the chapter president. And about a month later, I was kind of wishing I had reconsidered, or at least waited a little, because yeah, I mean, it's really intense, and it really puts you in a position to where you got to work. You're gonna do stuff, and it's gonna be it's gonna really put you to the test as far as what you've learned in the classroom, and can you apply it to a real world situation. And as I started getting better at it, I started getting better at figuring out how to do it myself, but I also started figuring out how to lead the rest of my chapter to do it, to get the same things done. And then, as the year progressed, I was still enjoying it. We still were doing well, and at the end of the year, our chapter decided to run for a regional office, and we won. And then all of a sudden, now I was not just the president of my chapter, but I was the vice president of all 19 chapters in our area. And so it just took that one experience, and it just blew it up even bigger. And I got to be honest, I mean, it's probably the best experience of my life. Like, never have I put so much work into something and actually felt good about the end result. Usually it's you go to work, you clock in, you do your job for the day, you go to lunch, you come back, you go